Now, here's the thing. When you get the visibility, you may not necessarily like what you see. I've always left Memphis. You said Memphis is bad. It's like a baby Chicago. I've always left Memphis alone because I've always wanted to be like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm a little biased when it comes to Memphis. I am a little biased when it comes to Memphis. Why am I? Yeah, family video. I used to like family video. I am a little biased when it comes to Memphis because, and it's going to sound stupid, it's because I like Nashville so much. I was always holding out hope for one day, and y'all have heard me mention it on this platform. I've always held out hope for Memphis. My goal was to eventually get down to Memphis because they said, no, man, Memphis got the best barbecue. No, man, it ain't in Memphis. It's down here in Texas. And so on and so forth. It's up in St. Louis. And so, man, I said, man, I want to go to Memphis. I want to go to Memphis. I can't wait to head down to Memphis. I want to go to Memphis. Oh, Adrian Broner. Yeah, I did talk about Adrian Broner. You're right. And so I've always wanted to go to Memphis because I've wanted to experience it. And I was saying to myself, hopefully I have the similar experience in Memphis as I had in Nashville. In Nashville, their best hotel. Can anybody tell me the best hotel in Nashville without looking it up? In 10 seconds. What's the best hotel in Nashville? The best hotel in Nashville is the Gaylord Opryland Hotel. The Gaylord Opryland Hotel in Nashville. The first time that I went to Nashville, I was actually there for work. And I think I went there while I was going to the University of Michigan. And I was documenting, I was paying attention. And I said, man, this place is nice. The Gaylord Opryland is the best hotel in Nashville, bar none. It was one of the most incredible hotels that I had ever been to in my entire life. So I was holding out hope and I said, well, I want to go over to Nashville. You know, I mean, over to Memphis. And I want to see what's happening over in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all saying it's breaking news? Utah County DA briefs ahead of Charlie Kirk murder suspect court appearance. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Ain't nothing to watch home in that type of time. Anyways, let's go ahead and dig into it. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. This is what's happening over in Memphis right now, y'all. Ahead of the Trump administration, obviously deploying the National Guard. This is what Memphis people are doing and what they saying.
According to Memphis police, 7 shootings have been reported since last Friday morning, one incident leading to a homicide in South Memphis. But it's one shooting incident that happened during broad daylight Saturday morning that has some Memphians wondering if the National Guard will make any real change. A shooting in broad daylight near A.W. Willis Avenue and Front Street in downtown Memphis Saturday morning has some Bluff City residents wondering if the National...
Y'all different, bro. Y'all got it. You got it. You got it. Y'all different over in Memphis, bro. Ahead of the National Guard, you pull your car over and in the middle of the intersection, you didn't even put it in park, it's rolling away. Y'all pull the switches out and you start letting it fly. And in the daytime, in the morning, on a Saturday morning, middle of the street. I didn't know y'all was built like this in Memphis. I thought y'all was, honestly, I didn't know that Memphis was this. I didn't know that Memphis was this. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and stay home. Let me go ahead and stay home. Y'all jumping out the whip on a Saturday with all of these cameras out here and letting it go with white t-shirts on. You got it. AM, you got me. AM, I always try to give them the benefit of the doubt, though. I don't want this. This is not what I'm looking forward to. This is not what I wanted to see. I wasn't expecting to drive down the street and see dudes jump out the car, ghost ride the whip, and pull out the choppers and start letting loose on somebody on the middle of a Saturday morning. On Saturday morning? I don't even wait till it gets dark outside? Okay. All right. You right. Y'all won. Y'all 100% won. Let me give you the round of applause. Y'all won. My Memphis people. Well, I don't know what y'all call yourselves. Memphians? Is it Memphians? We Detroiters. I know they say Chicagoans. Memphians. Y'all different, bro. Y'all a different breed. That's crazy.
National Guard coming will change the city's crime reputation.
No, it ain't gonna bring the change that we need to see, but it might help with the crime a little bit. But change, it's gonna take more than some police to come down here for to change the city.
We're going to Memphis.
It's gonna take y'all country bumpkins like this too. All right, so let me know. Everybody in Memphis got gold teeth? Gold all on my chains. Gold all on my rings. Gold all on my watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Y'all like this in Memphis? Jesus, y'all country bumpkins and y'all shooting up everything? Hey, did the majority, because I know when I went over to, what city was I in where a lot of people had gold teeth? It was like everybody had gold teeth. It might have been New Orleans. Is this the type of man that y'all looking for down there? This is what y'all got down there in Memphis? I know in Detroit, we get money. We a hustler city. We don't really care what you about. We ain't even really on that gang stuff at all. We on some hustler type time. Detroit, we about the money. That's all we about. We trying to get money. We trying to figure out how to spend it, where to spend it, and how to get some more money. Y'all on some different type of junk down south. Y'all, man, nothing gonna affect the crime coming here. And ain't no police coming in here stopping what we got going on here in Memphis. I didn't even know that y'all was this country. Y'all country like this in Memphis?
It's gonna take more than some police to come down here for to change the city.
We're going to Memphis.
Since President Trump uttered these words on Friday, according to Memphis police, 7 shootings were reported. In 3 of those cases, MPD made an arrest. One resulted in a homicide. Memphis resident Asaya Cobb claims the shooting incident on Saturday morning will continue with or without troops being deployed to the area.
I do feel like crime happens everywhere, but I just think it was crazy that it just happened in broad.
Yes, y'all call yourself the Memphites? Is it the Memphites? Say, AD, do you like the dirty South? Nope. I don't like nothing dirty.
Like that. And I think these are target shootings, not just going on a rampage on people.
Jules Simpson, a lifelong Memphis resident, believes the troops coming to Memphis is a waste of financial resources.
I don't think that it's actually about trying to help Memphis at all. I think that it's posturing and bullying, and it's completely unnecessary.
It's always a white apologist every time. This is why y'all keep talking so much. Let me not. It's Tuesday, so we got few more days before we can start cursing on the show. All right, no cursing. This is why black people feel compelled to talk so much crap. It's because y'all got white people that give y'all validation and give you the battery inside of your back. And so you feel as though this white apologist is on your team. She's not. She's against you. Don't tell me about bullying when you got people hopping out the car in the middle of the street spraying everything down. Ain't no such thing as bullying. The bullies got the guns. I think it's bullying, and I think it's not necessary for you to bring the National Guard. And it doesn't make sense for them to erode our democracy like this. Do you see what happened? It wasn't nothing democratic that happened in the streets. They jumping out the car, letting everything go, not even aiming right. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. They not playing no games with you. Bullying? Bro, every person that decides that they want to protest on behalf of not getting the National Guard into these cities, all of these fake protesters that go back to they area, go back to your city, go back to your nice suburban home outside of the city, I think that they should be dropped in the hood for at least a week and told to survive. I think that they should be dropped in the hood for at least a week and told to survive. If you can make it through, then that means that you can start to protest and advocate for it. And they don't even walk through the hoods that got all of the crime when they protest. They walk through the safest part where the most police officers are, and we're gonna. This is like here in Detroit. I remember when they was protesting Elon Musk, right, in the midst of all of the Department of Government Efficiency, when Trump just got into office for the second time for the inauguration, and I seen a bunch of white people, a bunch of old white people, and I said, "What are they doing in my neighborhood?" Because, I live in the city. There are zip codes that is the most prosperous. And so I just so happen to be in that zip code. That is where my corporate apartment is. And I looked down, and so I went downstairs and I said, "Hey guys, who are all of these undesirables walking up and down the street? Who are all of these undesirables?" And they were beeping at Canada. "Yeah, Canada." The Canadians was on the other side of the water, and we was on this side. And I could see the Canadians waving the Canadian flag, and they would say, "We're standing with you, Canada. We're standing with Canada, Canadians." And they walked through the Renaissance Center, out to the river walk in the gym. And I said, "Oh, y'all not really about this life. You're not really about this life because you believe that you're making a change sitting here walking in the safest areas of the city. Yeah, you're walking right past the police headquarters. You're right here. You're right over there." I said, "Concierge, who are all of these undesirables?" "Oh, those people, they're protesting. They're protesting the Department of Government Efficiency and tariffs against Canada, our neighbors, Canada over there." I say, "They not coming in here, are they?" No. I think they're just going to stay over there. We got the police over here to prevent them from being able to go over there. They got a certain path that they can go by, and then they got to go back down to their cars. So, okay. All right. As long as the undesirables continue to do that. And it was a bunch of paid protesters, white apologists, hardly very, very little people. Maybe one or two black people, but I think one of them was a reporter and another one was a YouTuber. All white people. And a majority black city protesting through the city. Now, they not going to go over to HP. I see zero protesters on the east side down 7 Mile. Zero. None. Not one. Not a protester in sight. Walk down 7 Mile, it's tumbleweeds. Wom, wom, wom. Why y'all not protesting in the places that's the killings is happening? That's what I'm trying to understand. Where are the protests in the place where we need the protests to go? Wom, wom, wom. See, I don't stop my car. See, y'all trying to figure out where I learned not to stop my car at the lights. I just do a rolling stop. Rolling stop. Because you got to make a move. You got to make a move. You don't stop at stoplights, especially past a certain time. You either do a rolling stop, look both ways, or if it's something happening, you make a right, and then you go back around, and then you come, but you don't stop moving. You don't stop moving. You do a rolling stop. Why they ain't over there on Zug Island? Huh? I don't pay no attention to these people. I'm so tired of them butting their heads and stuff that they're not familiar with. The places that we need the National Guard at the most, they don't be around. They don't be around. They don't. They straight up don't be around. They talk a lot. They have a lot to say. They always butting their heads in. "Okay, guys, I think it's undemocratic." Ma'am, please step away from the microphone. We don't want to hear your opinion anymore.